Hey kids, what's up? I'm Troy Jonathan, and today on New Century Kids, we'll be listening in on some students from the Oak Harbor and Anacortes middle schools as they speak to some astronauts on the space shuttle. And then we'll be traveling to the Central District in Seattle, where some local kids are lending a hand with the Seattle Police Department to tackle graffiti with some street art. And that isn't all. We're going to take a trip to Chicago, where there's a race that's a little more healthy than you think. You'll understand when you see it. So join us today here from the Museum of Flight in Seattle as we check out these stories and a whole lot more coming up next on New Century Kids. And that was the first man to walk on the moon. That man was Neil Armstrong. And as he stepped foot from his lunar excursion module, the Eagle, he announced his arrival on the moon to the world. That's one small step for a man and one giant leap for mankind. Following Armstrong on the moon was his counterpart, Colonel Edwin Buzz Aldrin. The two of them conducted experiments, took samples, and rose the American flag. They lifted off the moon and docked with the mothership Columbia and returned to Earth in a command module similar to the one here at the Museum of Flight in Seattle. Today, space travel is a part of everyday American life. But when you become involved, really involved, it can be as exciting as it was in the summer of '69. The astronauts of the Apollo program and today's space shuttle program wouldn't be in space today if it wasn't for the early inventors hurling themselves in the air many, many years ago. You see, it was December 17th, 1903, that Orville and Wilbur Wright, the Wright brothers, successfully achieved the first self-propelled aircraft. It was at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. They named this flight the Wright Flyer. Orville and Wilbur Wright worked as a team to overcome many obstacles of flight to prove that the impossible is possible. We have some kids in the Central District who are teaming up with Seattle Police Department to help eliminate graffiti with some street art and help improve their neighborhood. The Corsair was the premier plane in the Second World War. Its design enabled it to reach speeds of over 400 miles per hour at an altitude of over 19,000 feet, thus enabling it to dominate the skies over the Pacific in that war. While speed and handling are essential in the design of any aircraft, it is also essential in finding the right fruit and vegetables for these kids. Well, kids, that's just going to about do it for me today. I'd love to stay and chat, but I got a jet. If you'd like to come and explore the Museum of Flight for yourself, it's located in South Seattle. The address is 9404 East Marginal Way, and it's right next to Boeing Field. There's many educational opportunities here, including a simulated space mission in which the kids have to land a lunar module themselves. For more information, please contact the Museum of Flight at area code 206-764-5700. Today we depart with photographer Matt Wisher taking us in the air with the Blue Angels as they return to Seattle. Join us next time for more great and exciting stories on New Century Kids. This is Troy Jonathan, and I'll see you later.